Y'all know who I am already. I'm Network. That's RCA's head and management right there.
What up, what up?
Mr. Floyd Brown.
What up, what up?
That's Mr. Pay Attention right there.
What's happening, what's happening?
And this right here, I'm going to let him tell y'all who he is. Some of y'all know him.
Yeah, a lot of cats know who I be. I'm that cat, DieNasty the Mexican Thuggalo. Been running these AZ streets since I was knee-high doing the damn thing. And cats is in knee-high doing the damn thing, starting the thing. They've been fucking with your boy, man. I've been killing the game since back in the day.
Since back in the day. I remember them days. Back in the day. I was there. So look, those of y'all that don't know, what type of music do you do, bro?
My style, I guess you could say, is wicked.
Style.
It's wicked music. Juggalo music.
Juggalo.
It's where it came from. It's where it originated from. I was asked to say a Juggalo fan of ICP. Mm-hmm. I wore the face paint. I ran around. I repped the music hardcore. I got the tattoo and everything.
Oh, shit.
And then, you know, obviously I fell so much in love with the music, and they kind of stopped, you know, the artists and the people that you look up to started not saying what you wanted them to say no more.
Right.
And you knew what you wanted to say, so basically that's what happened. I knew what I wanted to say, and I started to, you know.
And they wasn't saying it.
And they wasn't saying it the way I wanted to say it no more. Okay. So that's where basically I started to come out and do my thing as, you know, an artist and kill the game.
I remember this shit. I was around years ago. If y'all, some of y'all remember Snatch, a few people out there remember. He used to do a platform. He had a platform where he did shows for artists and shit. We went out. I mean, the ticket things, he started all of that. A lot of that shit he was doing before a lot of these promoters was doing. One of my first shows was with him. It was on, hold on. It was the 35th and Bethany.
It was 27th.
27th, next to the car.
Next to the car shop, next to the barber shop.
Yeah. I mean, it was going down over there. He used to have this little place. Pack, you go in there and think it was Halloween every fucking Friday.
And it was a retail store, mind you, so it was a place where you basically went, and you know when you went to these shows, their merchandise that they had, that's basically what I was selling. I was connecting with Strange Music, Insane Clown Posse, Esham, everybody that was doing it, you know what I'm saying? And I was basically purchasing their merchandise from them, putting it in the store, and it was selling, man. It was picking up.
Nigga, I even went through that and bought a couple t-shirts. He'll tell you, I used to go through that. They had a booth, the whole studio in this motherfucker, and they'll move out all that shit on the Friday or Saturday, and this bitch is a concert venue. Then he moved up. He had us over there on Camelback,
which was a store and a venue, and a restaurant.
Two sides.
So it was awesome, bro.
Like dude been around here for a real minute. Hold on, hey.
What up,
so outside of the music, you know, you had created a venture.
Yeah.
Locked in with a few different people along the way. Me, of course, you know.
A lot of history, a lot of Arizona history, or history, as I like to say.
Get Money Squad, which is now Swag Team. A lot of y'all don't know that. That goes back years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Evolution, bro.
Then you disappeared for a while.
Yeah. So basically, I ran the game, did a good strong 10, and then when I look at we was talking to my kids. When I look back at my life, man, I think when I first started doing the music thing, it was like I got my family, everything on lock, and I'm gonna put a little bit towards the music. That's where it started from. But come 10 years later, it was flipped on its head. It was like I was putting everything into the music, and my kids and everybody were missing out. It was always those things I was saying, we'll get that tomorrow, we'll get that later. And what shocked me was when my kid turned around one day and said, you always tell me tomorrow and you always tell me later and it never comes. And I was shocked. It stuck me, and I was like, oh. And I was like, so I reassessed my life. A lot of things were changing. And I took the time from music to focus on my family. I got to know my kids. So best move I ever made. Like all my kids, I got a great relationship. Obviously I had a divorce. I got all the custody of all my kids because we had such a great relationship. We all worked together, and yeah, it was a little stumbling. I had a fiance, I had a girlfriend that came afterwards that also helped out, but at the brink of it, and the start of it, and the end of it, as far as that world, yeah, man, me and my kids held it down. And
so going back home to be with family, how hard was the transition to come back to the music scene?
I thought it was gonna be so back in the day, at one point I told myself, damn, I got 10 years worth of knowledge.
Good try.
I really believed that I did a lot, which was giving to the community, putting on other artists. I had over 24 wicked artists to run within or run through the label or be a part of the label.
Yeah, I was on his label too at some
point, working, pushing things. And we had a great time, and I realized because of the way I ended up, maybe if I wanted to come back, I couldn't put so much focus on everybody else anymore. It had to be more about me. And I started that transition, and to be honest, I thought it was going to be so easy. But it wasn't, because I'm a whole new entity, a whole new name, a whole new brand. And with that being said, it comes with the work and the time you got to put in to push that. So you can't, you know what I'm saying? It does kind of, you do want a little bit of that pull, or like, this is who I used to be. Remember that. But you're this.
Yeah, you're this now.
That's basically what it evolved to, me just having to learn to prove myself all over again. And then I had a different mindset. I was a bully, man. Back in the days, it was cool to be a bully, though. You know what I'm saying? I was taught how to be a bully, so I was good at it, man. And I punched people in the faces, and I had gats, and I yelled at everybody, and I was cool about it.
I was good at it. I was a great bully.
It was awesome, and I loved it, because it was like how you're supposed to. That's what I read about how music's supposed to be, and all these weird, crazy stories I guess you hear.
Right.
And I was living the life, man, and then coming back into it, the world changed. So I came back in like, yeah, I'm back in, and everybody was like, whoa, like, you seen 21, the movie 21 where he was like that. Yeah. That was me. I'm laughing at myself watching that shit, because I'm like, it's like that. You can't bully nobody no more. You had to change. So honestly, I had to go in a big ass circle and go tell everybody that I was like, hey man, sorry I pulled the gat on you, sorry. And everybody's just freaking out like, you're fucking serious, dude? You ain't hitting me right now? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm gonna buy you a beer right now. Let's go. I'm a changed man. Right. Let me show you. And I need that coffee, man.
It's coming right now.
Cottonmouth's kicking in. But
we gonna get some coffee.
But like I said, I just felt like everybody expected that guy still when I was changing. Or I already changed, because I did town with my kids, and it changed me. Not that I can't be that guy. I just learned how to control him. I'm older now, man. Come on, give me my time, give me my knowledge and my experience that I put in, and let me take that and mold myself to be somebody else. And that's what I did.
That's what's up. Hey, listen. We gonna get some motherfucking coffee. Shouts out. I see you, Sally. I see you, Arizona Digi. He say salute 100. He say, bro, this track busting. DieNasty is that dude. Listen, we don't go nowhere. Stay here. We just getting to know who this dude is right now.
That's right.
It's Coffee Wit Network. Y'all know what the fuck is going on. He say, been a minute since I tapped in. Hey, you should have been tapping in. Nah, don't forget about me, man. We finna go get some coffee, because I need to smoke some more motherfucking weed right now.
That's right.
Primo, whoever that is, he say Primo. This that King Ratchet, man. I'm gonna drop something, man. Y'all look out for his show. Primo.
Hey, what up, Frankie?
Y'all stay tuned, man. We still here. We ain't went nowhere. We have not went nowhere. Y'all, look, y'all waiting, huh? That nigga Florida almost dead. Trying to move it over. I'm trying to move it over. Don't worry about it. We're going to get situated.
That was like, the end of the world button, and he just hit the end of the world button saying, oops, fuck. That's how the end of the world. That's how the end of the world came. It was a oops.
New world order, baby. It was a oops. God damn it. God damn it, Florida.
I mean, when I
fuck up.
The end of the world, I would like for not to be, what would you say? If you're hitting it, then you
ain't shit you can say except for oops. New world order. Let's go.
New one. No, I don't agree. No new world order.
Straight up. They hitting the button on our ass anyway. We had some funny coronavirus. We also had some funny shit too. We want to know what's the craziest fetish you motherfuckers got or ever heard out there.
Oh,
we want to know.
Say God.
We want to know. Also, I got him still in the building. So we left off where he got back into the music.
Yep. I was cotton mouth, and then we talked about
he was cotton mouth, and then the world blew up and shit. And Floyd almost hit. Floyd was the one who hit the button. The new God. Hey, so when you got back in, bro, who did you link with? Like, what was your plan? Like,
okay, so to be honest, when I turned around and I tried to make basically my solo career and my solo move, it's to say I was like a withering flame, bro. Like I wanted to do it, I wanted to be something, but in all actuality, man, my drive, everything wasn't there like it used to be. There was this passion, there was all this stuff that was there, and I knew it could be there. It just wasn't. In my previous time in music, man, I came across this crew, which was called Woodpile. You guys have probably heard of them.
Woodpile,
they made it all.
Shout out to Woodpile.
Yeah, shout out to Woodpile. They made it all the way to Sebo's West Coast Mafia.
Shout out to Sebo, cause he out here doing his thing.
Doing his thing now.
He out here in Arizona. He loves Arizona.
Yeah, man. And
so,
we actually ended off that music era on a bad note, so to speak, because we did the whole beef tracks and fighting, and we did all that stuff. And to be honest, man, he's right now today, because time is changing. I'll get to that. He's my bro, man. He's my very best friend, and it's because we probably have that history is why, but because we were always authentically great friends. It was high school all over again, bro. Sometimes this music game can do that to you, put you back in high school. Now you're dealing with the drama. You don't even want to fight the guy, but you got your friends and everybody egging you on. And if you don't do what they kind of asking or waiting or expecting you to do, you kind of you look. It's this whole image thing. So
this peer pressure, but a different kind of. You know what I mean? Forcing a nigga to do some shit that, like, damn, nigga, I really don't want to do this. I gotta live up to my reputation, dog.
And you have to. And same here. And so it created this problem or this rift. Anyways, fast forward 10, 15 years, I'm changing my life, I'm changing who I am. Power, laws of attraction and manifestation and stuff like that. I get a Facebook message out the blue from one of the members of Woodpile, and he's like, "Hey, Diesel says to get at him." I believe it was critical. He says Diesel says to get at him. He's got an opportunity for you. And mind you, we stopped talking. And, it was like, and it wasn't like fuck you, I hate you. It was like, bro, we can't be friends no more, right? Like, fuck, man. Like, my last high five, bro. It sucked like that. So we part and we come back here.
One of them after school special.
Bro, it was, bro.
Breakups and shit.
Yeah, bro, it sucked. That was my friend, my buddy. So, like I said, you fast forward and he gets this opportunity. I give him a call and we just jump back on like not that nothing ever happened, but like we were again.
That's good. That's how friends are, man. Sometimes you take that space, have to regroup,
we both
come
know,
back.
As a friend, you both know, okay, we both fucked up at a certain part in this argument. It's not him. Even though I want to blame him for some shit.
But then when you get older, you start looking at hindsight is 2020.
So basically, all I was getting at is our friendship came back into play. And at that time, my passion for music, like I said, I wanted it, but in reality, it wasn't there. It was like a flame, bro, that, was about to go out, so to speak.
Okay.
And believe it or not, a guy in the music career or somebody, if he had any ill intentions, could have grabbed that flame and went, and I'd have been done. No more DieNasty. But the dude grabbed some little tinder or whatever, kindle that shit. It's gonna be alright, little flame. And he actually gave me a spark. He kept it alive, man, and fueled it. Took me out to Texas, to the South by Southwest, and we went and just made me love music, made me going out. We had a good time, friends, laughing, joking, the hotels, the things that you do when you're out touring.
Right.
And we had a baby, basically a baby tour.
There we go.
And man. So to me, he helped me bring that idea of what I wanted to do. I had some ideas, but it wasn't exactly where I wanted it to be. But the dude helped me out so much that he created this flame of creativity, of inspiration, of drive. And I went at it. And to be honest, he even got me back into working. Now, man, you gotta understand.
I see, man. You got big as hell.
Yeah, I'm trying, bro, and I'm not trying to. I'm getting it. Fuck that. 2020, I've been getting it, bro.
Well, I need to start coming with you. My little ass need to go over there with him, y'all.
Hey, let's do it, man. And that's all I did.
Boy,
stop playing.
You got me about
stop playing. Yeah,
he said.
I've been good since I got here. I got that little pull-out bar, straight up.
Yeah. And it matters though, because my buddy was like, Diesel was like, look, if you really want to be in this realm, you gotta fit in this realm. There's cats out there that when you do music videos with these celebrities, these greats, they look good. And when you stand by the side of them, and if you don't look good, you're gonna look like you don't look good, dude.
Right,
so,
you look like you don't belong.
you don't look like you don't belong. So get yourself right. And
Why
be
is
honest,
he here?
dude put me on regimen, got myself going, got my brain right. Like I said, got my mind and my body healthy. And I needed that part to be this artist that I knew I was gonna be, and I wanted to continue on being. And it worked, bro. Like I said, he even to the point where this is all kind of all going to is brought me to the link. It's because of Diesel that I made myself. He got me on Respect the Underground or on that platform. This is where and why I speak of Diesel as well.
So Diesel, shout out to Diesel because he locked you in.
Oh, he locked me in
with the Respect the Underground.
Due to his history, due to his credibility, he was able to walk in and be like, "Hey, give this guy a shot." And because I had history and credibility,
So he walked
Who is
straight
Diesel?
to the door.
all the way to the door. All the
Fill
way
me
to
in.
the
Who is Diesel?
Fill me
Okay,
in with
Diesel
him.
is basically he I don't know if the brand still moves forward, but he was and is the lead captain of Woodtown.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
yeah, and you know,
And so how did he have that plug with R.T.W where he could just say,
because
hey,
of
get this
who
guy
he
a
is
shot?
and his history, and he's, remember I told you back in the days when being a bully was cool. Well, Diesel is basically me. He's just another version, and
Okay.
he did the same thing. So with that being said, it's kind of like you kind of want to do what Diesel says. You're probably gonna get punched in the mouth. That's how it used to work.
So what I'm gathering, oh shit.
Go ahead, keep going.
What I'm gathering, Diesel
You
was
back
that
on.
dude, so he went over there and told R.T.W, hey, give my man a shot and
Give my
get
man
punched
a
in the mouth.
Kind of without saying so much,
Okay.
because you don't have to say so much when you've already done it.
Yeah, I'm just
You
trying to
feel
put
what
it
I'm
out there
saying?
in layman's
Yeah,
terms so people
yeah.
can get the feel
And
for it.
because
'Cause you know, it's a difference when you go somewhere and like, hey man, I need you to hook my homie up.
Yeah, no, he was like,
And
hey,
it's
put
a
my dude on,
difference.
and he told him, hey, dude, hey,
Get him right.
Justice told him, hey, bro, I don't like the guy really because of this scenario that happened, which is true. Back in
You say who?
2004,
Who did you say?
Just
You just named Bob.
my man, I think I'll eat two of them.
Yeah.
Y'all know the rules. He name called. We back with the same rules. Go
Okay,
ahead,
my
finish.
bad. I forget about the rules. My bad. So, back me up. He plugged me with dude. Dude said he didn't like me. He said 2004, which was like I said around that time I started. 2002 I jumped in the game. I was official.
2000.
2002 official. I
Yeah, I
went and
met
did
you
my
about
first show.
2006, 2007.
Okay, so I was in my mid run on my first turn, my first go around, my first 10.
Okay.
So about 2003, we did the artist thing because there was no platform for us. We did the artist thing and we went and did shows. Then about a year later, or within that time, about 2003, 2004 and on, I started to do shows. Well, it's not exactly how it happened, but that's kind of how it happened. Well, anyways, this whole scenario came where there was no Juggalo shows. There was this void missing in music.
Yeah, they wasn't doing none of that type of shit when I first came out.
Well, think
I
about
had never
2002,
seen none of that.
2003.
No, hell no.
Nothing. 2004, nothing local. There was you only went to an
Yeah, I see that
ICP
shit.
show.
Yeah.
You went to these things called mini gatherings, which was just a party and a hangout with your people. Maybe they had kind of like a performance, but not really like you didn't do these things at venues. And I was working strong. I got put on, and I went through the school of funk and philosophy with the Funk Junkies. And Jumbo Jim and Soul Man, which was the lead of the Funk Junkies, really guided me through how to do things. Jumbo Jim is the cat who was like, hey, you know what's not around? Local Juggalo shows. You should do those. And I was like, man, that's a great idea. To me, you gotta understand, I never put on a show before. I don't know. I just knew it was a great idea. I didn't know how to get it started. But I had that idea and I had that dream and I kept it and I held on to it. Well, one day, through doing AM 1100, I think it's called Under the Influence. I believe it's called
I
Under the
remember.
Influence.
I remember AM 11.
1100, yeah. AM 1100, Under the Influence, right?
This going back to why Justice don't like
This is going back to everything. It all definitely links.
Do I got a drink?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So I met this cat named Sinister. Sinister, in this round, we did this show called The Dark Show. We actually had a radio show on UTI called The Dark Show back in 2002 or three, I believe. It was 2003. And we had a radio show for a short period of time, and we played Juggalo music for like after like the midnight hour or something like that. Anyways, we met Sinister. I gave Sinister this idea one day at chilling at D's house. We was up in a fucking tree house, man, just chilling, and smoking a joint. And I'm like, yo, man, I got this cool ass idea. What's the cool ass idea? And I tell him basically and put him on to what I was told. But when I told it, I was like, this is what I'm gonna do. So like, don't tell nobody. That's basically the cap of the end of the conversation. Okay. Life moves on. You gotta understand, once again, I didn't know what was going on. And I'm dealing with Diesel, and Diesel, this is later on in time, and Diesel tells me, hey man, I got this show that you should go check out. It sounds cool, like you would be a perfect fit, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't really, like know anything. I was just like, man, he was like, no, like really pushing it on me. So I was like, man, fuck it, we'll go. Yeah, bro, I'll go. I believe I went in my face paint. I think the first time I even mentioned this, or the second time I mentioned this, I said I did it, but I believe I was in my face paint, because I always went out. So I have meeting Justice for basically the first time. Diesel introduces us. And I'm kind of like, when I walk in, it's a Juggalo show, and in my brain, yeah, you fucked me up.
Yeah, you see, the coffee is starting to work too.
I'm gonna need another cup.
Hey, brother, can you put some water in that pot? Turn it on.
Yeah, that's right. So he go ahead and introduces me. I go ahead and notice that everything feels familiar, but I just kind of copy information. Let me get your number, man. I don't feel anything like to say something, but I feel enough where I'm just like, let me get your information. We'll chop it up, man. Because if this is your idea in an aspect, it's like you're fucking who I need to be working with, because you're on the same page.
And this is Justice.
And this is Justice. But I did not know at that time the scenario or wherever it was coming from. Well, the night ends up good night, great Juggalo show, great first local Juggalo show that we ever had.
So dude threw on the
first Juggalo show, and that I thought I was gonna do, but he did it, and like I said, had no idea. So the end of the night comes, great show. We're leaving, and the mason jar had this back door right out the side of the stage, right out the back. So he comes running out the back, door opens, we're driving off, I think in the red Monte Carlo. We hit the brakes, the dude jumps in the back, we pile in and fuck like clowns in cars and shit. And as we're driving off, Sinister's like, hey man, great show. I'm like, yeah man, great show. Taking off, and he's like, good thing I told Justice about your show, your idea. So I go ahead and I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. I got his information from earlier in the day, so I'll just go deal with him on Monday. And come Monday, you got to understand again, I'm just that element. I told you, a bully, a meanie, a thug. Just what I grew up. That's just who I and how I was. If you knew me back then, you knew. It wasn't in my nature to be wrong, it was just tough.
Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it.
Well, in my weird, 1990, 2000 thought process, that's where it really kind of where my brain comes at. So I give the guy a call back. I give a guy a call on Monday, and I basically, he's like, what's up? I'm like, yo, man, right off that, let's tell you that idea that you had isn't your idea. Let me even explain to you where it came from. I broke him down, and I let him know that idea that he got came from Sinister, and it came from Jumbo Jim, and it came from me, and all these things. I said, so check this out. You will no longer be doing Juggalo shows, because Juggalos don't like non-Juggalos catering to them. And you're a non-Juggalo, so you're not going to cater to us. You're not going to benefit off of us, especially because I can smell that you're not going to put back into us and into our community and make what we're doing bigger and better. Okay. That's just who I was and how I felt. Okay. But,
okay.
So, sound like you got a question, because y'all.
I wanted to catch them in, catch them up. What's up, Gemini? What's good with you, Gemini Porter, y'all Westwood? So I wanted to catch y'all up. What's up, Henny Flat? Shouts out to the Al. Yes, I do admit, me and your team is here. It is me and Floyd Brown on it. It's Coffee Wit Network. This is DieNasty. Catch y'all up. He basically just told Justice, you can't do non-Juggalo show because Juggalos don't like non-Juggalos doing they catering to them. So we're gonna get to this point. This is DieNasty speaking on R.T.W and Justice. So I'm gonna let him finish.
So
go ahead.
All right, you had a question?
No, I just wanted to catch them up to speed.
So you gave an idea to your homeboy,
I didn't give
Wait,
it,
you
but
told-
I redundantly spoke it to him, not knowing the consequences of my actions.
Okay, so you gave an idea to your homeboy.
Yeah.
Your homeboy didn't say nothing to you or help you out with nothing.
No.
But he put the idea into dude's hands.
Dude, maybe because
Wait,
he was
wait, wait,
already
wait,
doing
let
it.
me-
I'm just
okay,
saying maybe
Okay,
he
we
was
can break
already
the
doing
rule
it.
now because this conversation is about justice.
Okay.
You can break the rule now.
Okay.
You can break the rule.
Alright, so he gave the idea to Justice. Justice was already doing shows.
I believe so.
Okay, so Justice
why-
already
Yeah, he
doing
was already
shows.
doing
That's what
the show.
pop- that's what pop-
He
it
wasn't
made
doing.
sense.
He wasn't doing Juggalo shows. Okay,
Juggalo.
okay, that's what I'm trying to get to. Alright, he's not doing Juggalo shows. So you didn't gave the idea to your homeboy. Your homeboy said, you know what? I ain't gonna come get you. I'm gonna go talk to Justice, give him the idea.
Correct.
Did you punch your homeboy in the mouth?
But it didn't happen that way. I was more content with. I felt like I resolved the situation after Monday because not everything needs a punch in the mouth.
Well, wait a minute. You in the car.
I
and
did.
he
I
said-
yelled at the guy.
Wait a
I
minute. He
scolded
said,
him.
wait a minute.
I scolded
your
him.
man.
I scolded him.
Wait a minute. This your man. I'm trying to get
Yeah.
back. Now I got an
Yeah.
unbiased
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
Who was this?
This was Sinister.
Sinister.
Okay.
So your man Sinister,
Yeah.
When
y'all
he told
talking,
Justice,
he like me and you
You
talking
were
that
talking,
way.
yeah.
And I say, you know what? I'm gonna run over here because this motherfucker doing something. You
Right.
just talking.
Right.
Why you ain't punch him in the mouth?
Well, like I said, he was scolded, and to me, I
was
felt
scolded.
he was scolded. Man, I yelled at the
Because he
cat.
made a mistake.
He made a mistake, man. What the fuck you going, man? Now I gotta
Right.
take care of it. It's just I knew I was gonna take care of
Ah,
it.
okay. So that's where the bully part.
That's where the
comes-
bully kicks in because
Aight,
when an issue or something comes in my way, I don't sit there and go, "Oh my God, it defeated me. I'm gonna cry about it." I say, "How the fuck I get this shit taken care of?" Because that's just how I resolve my problem.
So let me ask this question. At this time, is Justice running shit as a bully type too, or is he like, you know, businessman?
I didn't believe so. I didn't smell it. You know, I feel like I could, real recognize real. Not that he wasn't real. I just didn't smell that in him. That tough guy, that bully. And to me, like I said in the realm that I came from, I literally came from thugging it to music.
Okay.
So it was, and I took a lot of, when I read a book, might be one of the first real books I really started reading, it said when you lay that blueprint over hustling and thugging and all that over music,
Right.
the music industry, it's damn near the same blueprint. There's difference, but there's damn near the same.
Yeah, they damn near fit.
So I didn't know, because I really wasn't involved, I had no experience, I didn't know really what not to use. So I just used everything that I had.
Okay.
And learned through this 10 years, this first run, what not to do.
Gotcha.
And that's basically why I am who I am now. But like I said, the dude did get scolded. I felt like I resolved the problem in the situation, but all I did was kind of put an obstacle in front of a man that has the same thought process. If you put an obstacle in front of this guy's way, he's gonna say, "How do I get over it?" And what he did was just that. He went and got a juggalo, which at the time, this Joe Purgatory is the guy's name.
Right.
He went and got a juggalo and put some strings on him and said, "Well, I'm gonna go and do juggalo shows and make this guy work for me," basically.
So Justice went and got somebody that
real
he could
actual
fuck.
A real juggalo. Because
real
what was the
juggalo.
problem? The problem was non-juggalos couldn't get it.
So at least y'all know this is where this diss track and all of this shit is stemming from right now. It's, it's coming from way back. This is a whole little situation.
And the sad
And I know
part
y'all
is we resolved it in essence because I tried to amend it. I tried to amend it when we came back to me. So we had this issue, this problem. He created this whole world that I had to continue to deal with because once he gave the information to Joe Purgatory said, "I don't need your help," and turned around and said, cut the strings off and told basically Justice to kick rocks. And that's when I believe that Justice looked at the Juggalo scene and was like, "Fuck you guys. Fuck that shit because you guys just did me dirty, so to speak." That's, I believe, why he's always harbored that mentality.
So let me ask you
what-
this.
go
If the
ahead.
shoe
Go
was
ahead.
on the other foot, how would you
I
feel?
would have felt exactly the same way. That's why I
So
feel like
how did y'all
I
end
can
up
understand it.
10 years later?
Okay, so
Putting this together.
okay,
How did this-
so 10
this
years
happen?
10 years later, fast forward on this flame going out. Diesel puts me on. I'm doing good. I'm actually becoming something. Diesel sees the potential and the time and ready for evolution. Because of Taco, if anybody don't know Taco actually acknowledged and recognized R.T.W and Justice's move and grind. And he said, these guys are going to be the next thing moving big time. So either work with them and you'll be somewhere or not. And I told him at the time, You don't like me. How can I work with him? You know, but this was prior to everything. So once again, fall into place, Diesel, all these things. I'm like, hey, I would like to work with them. And he says, well, I know the guy. Let me go and put my credit for you and see what I can do, basically. And that's what he did. He went and talked to the dude, not bullied him, but told him, hey, work with the dude. You know who I am, use my credit, whatever it is, and give the guy a chance. And he did. He gave me a chance. And everything that I did with R.T.W, I worked hard for, bro. And that's my time, my effort. And I feel that even to get into that, I feel like I did the best I could with trying to make relationships great, because when I came back the second time around, he actually told Diesel that he didn't like the fact that I told him verbatim. He told him those words: "Juggalos don't like none." He remembered it. It hurt him.
Yeah,
it stuck with him. It stuck with him. So he remembered it to the point when Diesel told it to me, I said, "Damn, you said the words exactly the way I said it to him." And I was all, look, bro. I said, if it meant that much to him, I'll apologize, because I'm that guy now. And so we went down when R.T.W was at another facility, and with the whole Icon Radio, and we went down, and Whippow did an interview, and then in a break time, privately I spoke to Justice, and I was like, look, I would like to work with you, and I apologize, for our... I was an asshole. Grown man shit. I was an asshole. I was dumb. I was wrong. I was not right, and I just want to move forward and work with you. And he said, cool. So we walked out, and we go in with everybody. And then I'm like, dude, I don't want him to feel like I'm that guy that went in the background and back, and when it says something. Right. So I went and said, hey, man, before we leave, I just want to let you know, Justice, that thing that I said to you back there is true. I apologize for my wrongdoings and who I was, and I really just want to work with everybody. So if we can do that, that'd be awesome. Just to prove and to let them know that
I'm not sugarcoating saying it, whispering in the back so nobody hear. I'm gonna do this.
Every move has always been honest. It just feels more authentic, and it feels better because I'm no longer barking at everybody.
He got played because he played you. That's karma. That's what's up. Thanks for the comment. Thanks for the comment, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah, and people can see it or understand it for what it is. And like you just told me, if I was that guy, would I have those feelings? Yes. I'm just telling you the history that happened that got us to where we're at. So now we're in better standings. We can go ahead and and I'm working my way up to doing the things that I've done. When I finally actually worked my ass off and did what I had to do, I feel like I was initiated.
When you say work, what was you doing?
Okay, so shows, just actually doing the ticket sales, doing the things that you have to do as an artist to earn that credibility and the respect from the scene, the music scene.
Okay, was all this under contract or this?
Only contracts are when you shake the guy's hand and you take the tickets and you say you're gonna do it. But hey, every time I took the tickets and I did it, I came back and I paid the tickets. I wasn't the guy who had a problem or said, hey, I couldn't sell my tickets. It was always a payout.
So you went from you went from not working to working with the cat. Y'all doing good. Doing good on the shows. Mm-hmm. Were you actually making money on the shows? Were you selling tickets for Juggalo shows, or there's some other shit that you?
Okay, so I was doing what I basically started to do the first time around. Doing hip-hop shows as a Juggalo act, or a Thuggalo act, however you want to put it.
Which was hard as hell. I had never seen that shit before, and if you ever get a chance,
I know about the scene, bro.
Yeah. It takes a minute, and it's actually almost difficult if you believe I'm the artist, because you want so much more interaction from the crowd, but especially when it's their first time watching you perform. And myself, the way I perform, I'm so animated and choreographed that all you sometimes can do is sit there with your mouth open like this. Okay. And then you're hypnotized by the show.
You on R.T.W as an artist, but basically you're a salesperson, right?
Basically, I'm a salesperson if you want to look at it in the terms, yes.
Okay.
I feel like I worked my way up because I want to say it was 2017, 2018. Yeah. 17, the Brother Lynch. It was Brother Lynch.
Shout out to Brother Lynch in the Ave. He'll be here. I'm hosting that show.
Oh yeah, I'm on that.
Justice did a show. I believe it was a Halloween show, and he basically did. I think it was like a DieNasty birthday or a Brother Lynch show, something like that. Where it was a combination, and this show was when I got presented the jacket.
Facts.
Huh?
What's the name of that track?
Facts.
So you okay? So
Yeah.
he putting you on as an artist. Now you got your own show.
Yeah,
with
I
his
feel like
headlining
I'm
act.
actually being put on. I feel the going up, the incline.
Okay.
I feel the work being the payoff. I feel like I feel good about it. Now I purchased my jacket. I kind of was like, Justice, hey man, it'd be awesome if you presented this to me. And if you had a problem with it, that's when you say, I ain't gonna put you on the team. I ain't gonna put this jacket on you.
Right.
It's gonna make you look like you're a part of us.
Right.
But he didn't. He said, hell yeah, it's a great idea. And at the Brotherland show, either before my performance or right after, he presented me with my jacket. You know, and it had the brand, the name that I created off of his brand. Correct.
And what was this?
It's the eyeballs, which was a bad boy already, somebody else's logo that said Wicked. But it was more or less the Wicked part, basically saying we were a Wicked chapter.
So
we were just supposed to be a Wicked chapter.
You legitimately loyal to your...
Loyal to my brand. Yeah. Because I believed, and I still believe in the brand. It's not the brand's fault that I'm where I'm at. It's the person behind the brand and the moves that he made. To me, man, it's about this, and I say this: blood makes you related, but loyalty makes you family.
Yes.
And you just gotta stay loyal to your people.
Say it again for the people.
Blood makes you related, like cousins and shit, but loyalty makes you family, where you can say my brother and my sister, and you already know.
My brother. That's my
My
brother
brother.
too.
My
You
brother.
can't see him, but he'll poke his head in there and say,
Yeah.
Boop, boop.
You know, so I just, like I said, man, just trying to keep it real. All I feel like is that I did what I needed to do, and I worked my way up to being an awesome artist that was respected in the hip hop scene, a juggalo, wicked artist that was respected in the hip hop scene. On the platform with the brand, I even moved because I'm such an innovator, and I've done the whole head hurts thing, and I've done the whole thing before.
Shout out to the members that was there, man. That was
I didn't know what Justice wanted from me. Justice, when we talked about it, yes, it was about doing kind of like a chapter, doing shows, you know, putting on shows. But to me, I looked at it more just as a platform, not even as a label.
So I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Y'all equally came up with that title.
No, I like not bullied, but not over insisted, but just came up and was like,
you was doing too much more bullying
no, but I wasn't. But I was just like, isn't this a great idea? Like, can we work with this? I got approval, so to speak, prior. You feel what I'm saying? But it was
before
my
you
idea.
even put a move on.
Yeah, bro. I mean, come on. There's no way I'm gonna run with these things without having some type of approval. To the point where he even got not upset or offended, but he was like, "Can you make a new logo so that it doesn't look so much like our logo?" And I said, "You know what? I could do that for you." I grabbed the eyes and I grabbed the Wicked, and I made that the focal point. I still had Respect the Underground with Wicked in there because that was the name of it. If you saw the chains that I had and the new logo.
So if he's managing you as an artist and you're under his brand,
Yep.
you say you won't kind of run with ideas. Did you have the tattoo before?
So the tattoo was almost initial. Yeah, because we've been working with each other. The tattoo was almost an initiation for myself to show them how loyal I was. I did it.
Like,
I did it even on a video, which was the Willie North Pole challenge that was done.
Oh,
and I was even asked by Justice to do it. He was like, "Man, you should do it." So I was like, well, I'm looking at it like you're asking me to step up, and if I did, I'm gonna do. And I even said it. What up? I'm DieNasty the Mexican Thuggalo, the newest artist to R.T.W. That's when I presented myself. Giving the tattoo, I'm the Wicked chapter, you know, and that's how it all was presented. Everything was official. Nothing was behind the scenes. The dude was always there going like this. Mind you, if anybody knows Justice, he's also a guy that does a lot of this. So if you're doing that, that means you're probably okaying shit you're not paying attention to. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel that as a businessman, knowing what I need to do, when asked to do something, I'm gonna take initiative, and I'm not gonna, especially if I know how to run a show, do a show. I'm not gonna just ask you how to do a show. It was almost
like you looked at it as, this is my family, this is my new chapter, I'm finna move on. And you kind of saying he didn't even pay attention to it like that. You think it was more or less him about a branch and some new investment?
I feel he wanted more shows than a label. That's what he preaches, and it's not that I made that happen on not moving with him. I didn't, like I said, I just called it a platform. I never called it a label. I said, look, man, we don't just got to work with horrorcore or wicked artists. It can be people that are in movies. There's such a wide genre that we can go to part of conventions and all these things and be a part of this scene, zombies and everything. We can be a part of this scene and be more than just that. That's where my brain was at with the scenario. But once again, we're two men. We're just creating, bro. We're not even creating like.
So so now I'm looking at it like this. Your homeboy gave him an idea back in the day, took it to run with it.
Yep.
That's what kind of caused the first riff. Okay, you come back. Your man say, all right, this dude you got this riff got it popping. You know what I'm saying? He making some shit happen. So you say, okay, not because you want to, but on a good business move because you done grew up. Hey, let me go apologize, make shit right. You know what I'm saying? So in this game and what I've seen, when the motherfucker come back, a motherfucker already think they got you. Am I right or wrong?
You exactly right.
Okay,
like I'm winning because he came
back.
and
You
apologized.
You need me.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing what I'm doing.
Did you ever feel like that?
He created moments like that when I in essence allowed it, because this is how I looked at it. I'm a leader. Yes, we all know this. But I also learned how to be a great team member, not a follower, but a team member. And as a team member, I know that there's sometimes there's one captain, and I just so happened to jump on a team that had a captain already. So by all means, I'm gonna follow suit when it's time to move. And that's what I feel like I did. I did the business move. And then because I did so good, because I know
you ain't do a business move because you did this. Hey, this is what I want to do. Y'all, you good with that? And you say he be like this. But then when he want to tell you something, he like this, and you still listening.
Yeah.
So right then and there, you didn't cancel Alpha out. Alpha is gone.
Definitely.
On that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So now you're an artist. You have to follow along with what's put in place.
Follow suit, bro.
With what's on you.
And I did a good job at it. And to the point where it lasted 3 years, man. To the point where I did so good. I even had a radio show. And I did the radio show,
Now, was this off his dollar or your
my
dollar?
Dollars.
Your dollar.
My dollar.
With his brand
With
name
his
on
brand
it.
and his backing.
So you, okay.
Yep.
All right. I get it.
And it's always been my dollar. That's why my push. It's always, and to me, I just make smart moves, dog. It only costs $100, $200 to make that jacket the way it looks.
3 years y'all went with this kind of strong. Y'all did y'all thing.
Yeah.
What happened at this third year?
Okay, so once again, I expressed to you that we even had a radio show. Working the radio show, being an artist, and now I'm even putting on shows. I'm even doing shows like the thing what he wanted me to do, the part of what he wanted out of it. So I'm working that and focusing on doing that. Did a couple shows. Had 100 people at our first show. To me, instead of the dude patting me on my back, he mocked at it. You know what I mean? And I was just kind of like, dude, like why mock at? That was 100. Wow. And I'm like, bro, remember we had nothing. You gotta understand. I resuscitated a scene that was dying too. There was no more Juggalo scene. He laughed. He didn't make me feel like we did a good job.
To something that has his brand.
That has his brand and his foot. Yeah, bro. It could have been better. And to me, I'm like, I get that, but at the same time, it was better than nothing. And the next one will be bigger. And it was. Bro, no. Did anybody ever see any promos from Respect the Underground and saw Respect the Wicked Underground? You guys see any of my shows?
That didn't bother you as a business?
No, it did not, because I already knew what I had to do. And anything that I'm doing, I know what I have to do. So as long as you're on board, to me, I'm a businessman, and I do a lot of business moves. I know business, but word is bond. And if you're working with real motherfuckers, word is bond, bro.
But at what point did he say he was going to promote that brand?
Now here's where I'm expressed to you. Here's where it gets to the conversation. So we have me on the show. We have me part of putting on shows. We have the hip hop festival. That's one of the biggest things that he's got going on. For the past few years, I was helping out. I was doing stages. I was, being what I did for the little part of the show. I brought it to the big part for him, and I ran a whole stage.
Was Juggalo's a part?
No, Juggalo. The first time we did it, and he hooked it up for us, which was cool, and it felt cool. But it's like it didn't bring money, and that's when we learned that it was a dying scene, and that's when it took a year for me to build it up to something. And instead of him, because we built it up to something, instead of him giving us another shot at it, he did it. It didn't happen again. There was no Wicked chapter the second year because it didn't make money. But that was the first year. To me, he didn't invest it in again to make it make something.
Every situation, every person I've had on my show, that number one situation right there comes up because it didn't make money.
Yeah.
Is that a legitimate situation when you're working with somebody from the ground up to like always go? You know what I mean?
It shouldn't be. You should have that understanding that growing is growing, and sometimes.
But on the other hand, when we looking at business and we trying to build companies, speaking as a business aspect, if it don't make money, it don't make.
But every real business, even small businesses, take 3 to 5 years to start making profit.
But at the same time, he didn't necessarily scrap it. It just wasn't a priority.
Not at the moment, and that's not where the scrap. Because these were all elements that happened that I just worked with, and I worked over, or not over, but with. I had to work with everything.
But you was doing your own thing
within
a brand. His brand. That's like me working with Visa. I can't get mad at Visa because they not promoting my stuff.
They allow me to use.
They allow me to.
Once again,
they allow me to use the brand.
You said if there was an agreement about it, so we'll get to the agreement. My issue and my concern,
let's play a song and then go program.
Wait, we need to smoke. He said, hey, wait.
I'm getting the shit,
this nigga say it was an agreement. There's more shit coming. Hold on. Wait a minute. That nigga said there's more shit coming. It was an agreement. So listen, if y'all ain't heard, I need y'all to go watch part 1. He started off at the meeting. Me and Floyd Brown is in here in amazement right now. This is R.T.W. Justice with DieNasty the Juggalos.
Respect the Wicked.
Respect the Wicked. R.T.W.
DJ Kane 100. What's happening, man?
This shit is really getting.
R.T.W.
We getting down to the nitty gritty of why everything is going the way it is. Taco and Diesel.
Diesel said what up.
Say what up. Shout out, man. Shout out, Diesel, man. Got the Juggalos watching right now.
Diesel, you part of the bridge that started this problem, huh?
Yeah.
You started this motherfucking problem right now. You started it.
Say straight up, a hard-pressing interview. Kudos to the interviewers. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up.
We want to know the truth,
tough
man.
questions and not being scared. Good on you guys. All day.
We were just talking about putting the man. I ain't lying, man. I'm sweating this shit back here. I'm going outside airing them out, man. Y'all putting the pressure on me.
Hey, it's got to be like that because people want to understand why y'all created this situation. So, from I'm gonna get to the good shit.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas was on motherfucking social media with it.
Woo, y'all just jump right into it. Yeah.
Yeah, jump right into it, man. Y'all was on social media with it. You mentioned the situation.
Yeah.
You aired it out a little bit, and Justice responded.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's not how it necessarily started. It wasn't how it started.
I wanted you to
reiterate
how did you get to social media?
Moving to that. So, after all the grind and everything I did, we had a situation. We tried to move past the situation, and it took me from the team, so to speak. And I'll get into the situation. Just know that I tried previously, before I got this text message, to actually make my presence again, and in a positive way. You know, really trying.
So y'all doing the shows. He didn't stop doing the Juggalo thing. He not backing it.
No,
you not doing nothing no more. And
okay, so this is what I told him. I told him we had a meeting about the promotions and everything, and we had another scenario which we'll get into and how we got into that, but. It was basically just for him to understand that I do want promotions, and he does need to do this part. And we broke bread and talked about the issues and the problems that would make the situation better. We tried to. It was about maybe a year ago, maybe a little less. It was last Arizona, last hip hop festival where the problems kind of started. I want to say, and it kind of festered moving forward. So the past couple months.
What was the problem? That's what I'm trying to get into. Yeah.
You ready?
What was the problem?
From my knowledge, I heard it was some harassment, sexual.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm trying to. Because what I'm hearing is like
it's something else.
I'm hearing about the bad business.
So what I was trying to do was to answer the question that you mentioned about did I get promotions? Yes, I spoke about promotions, and we were going to be good about it. Why were we weren't good? Because of what happened. What happened? Well, at the last hip hop festival, working our way doing these shows I told you, my fiance, Kiana, she was working with me. She was my assistant. We worked her way to kind of being my stage assistant, calling people up and working and doing the most. I feel maybe she did a good job. We all did a good job. I feel like everything's always rising the incline. The next step is to get to be an assistant of the big man, or to be more closer to the situation, which is nothing wrong with it. That hip hop festival, it came upon the situation where Justice needed or wanted Kiana to be his assistant, running around and helping out. No problem with it, bro. Right on, do what we gotta do. This is my fiance. This is my soon-to-be wife, Jess. And I like I said, I knew
still with it.
And I knew nothing about the scenario. Even until a minute later, and I'll explain why. But apparently when she went to communicate, she was like, hey, look, you're going to send me on errands to go do something. You're going to need me while I'm out doing something to do something else. So we need to communicate. I need to get your contact information. So he goes and either puts his number in her phone, or gives her the number, and then says to put it under as Domino. Now, if anybody knows what that means, I'm a 40-year-old tata, yo. So I didn't know. My kids had to put me on and tell me what domino in the essence means in nowadays term.
Tell me, y'all know what domino mean?
Yeah. And so the story behind it that I was told was this cat was going, and his lady told him to order some domino. So he picks up her phone and he dials domino because it says domino. When he dials it, a dude answers and says, "You want some dick?" So basically, to me, it's a new window, a sexual new window, but without saying too much. That was nothing. That's harmless. Okay, we'll call it harmless. It happened, but she didn't say anything. Because she, at the time too, I kind of was like, hey, this is my team. Let's not, I told her that she's a very real person, but she can come off rude, and I just don't want you to be too rude with my friends. You know what I'm saying? So it was weird, bro. We were just trying to better the situation. It was weird. It was weird.
Time out. So you tried to look for the good and justice on the at the hip hop festival, typing his name in your girl phone.
Well, see, no, I didn't know about that yet. What I'm saying is, prior to everything, I was just trying to tell her to be good with my people. Oh. So her not wanting to mess anything up, when that happened, she didn't say nothing. She actually didn't even believe anybody would believe her. So she just kept it to herself and just moved on with it. Now, we have a radio show. During a break at one of our radio shows, Spooky Z is in the room, sitting there because he's one of my co-hosts, just like you have a co-host.
Big Spooky
Z.
Yeah,
Kiana's in the fucking in the room, in the studio as well. And I believe I'm outside, but I'm pretty sure I'm in ears here, because I'm pretty sure myself I heard it too. And Justice says something to the terms of, because we did a bit for our last Valentine's. We did this music video that we did, me and Kiana, but before we did it, we told everybody we broke up. So to get everybody's attention, everybody's like, oh, you guys are the most beautiful couple and everything. So when Valentine's came, we dropped the video. Surprise, we're not broke up. We just did a music video. It was just to get your guys' attention. Now we're in Thuggalo Thursday. The whole bit is already out and everybody knows the story. And apparently, I guess during the break or after the show, Justice goes in there and he says, oh man, I found to Kiana in front of school. He goes, hey, oh man, when I found out when you guys broke up, me and my lady were gonna call you. Once again, another section on the window, because what do you guys have to talk about? And it's so sexual in the window that even my lady's feeling uncomfortable now, bro. Now, understand this. Did she come to the next local rundown? If you start looking at my local rundown shows, you'll see that she stopped coming. And
so
she
why you ain't pull up on him?
Listen, because I did. When I heard it, it was almost to the aspect of, did I hear that? Okay, listen, because...
So wait, both situations, you still don't know about the domino yet.
I don't know the domino yet. Now I'm going to express something.
But you know this part
but I told you. Because I slightly overheard it. I know it's one of those things where you kind of can hear, and it's like, did he just say that? But when Spooky came out, he was like, I'm kind of offended with what I just heard, but, and I'm just kind of like, look, I'll talk to him, I'll deal with it. At that time, I'm trying to do this good. Working, you remember you guys asked me about Dago earlier?
Yeah.
So Dago, I had him working with me on R.T.W, helping me build it up. Dago had a situation where his alcohol or his drugs took over and it created a problem. Justice held that over me as if I'm Dago and I have.
Hey, you brought him in.
But
you brought him in.
The dude's
That's
a good.
Hey, that's it. You brought him in.
And it's true.
You're responsible
so with
for
that. So with that, I took that role of, hey, then I messed up. Let me make it up. Let me work to prove my
So
mistake.
you didn't went all the way from bully to bow down,
bro.
in this
Yeah,
moment.
it feels
Why?
that way, bro. Why? Because I'm just trying to. I don't know how to be on a label, bro. I've never been an artist.
Right.
I'm trying to
Trying
be a
to
team
fit
member.
in.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to figure it
he
out
basically
in the
trying to
mix.
fit
In the mix. That's all it is. So I'm feeling low with music. My money and hustle, things ain't right. You know when you're
So wait a minute, let me ask you
Go
this.
ahead.
And then the man.
Why you ain't go back to the Juggalo community?
I always been at the Juggalo community, and that's why I'm freaking out because I'm doing the most over here. Never stop with UGH contests and promotions and things going on.
Why is justice so important to you?
Well, to me, it wasn't that he was important. It was what we were doing. It was what we were doing. He just happens to be
But
the
wait
captain.
a minute, but you just
happens to
said
be
he
the
wasn't
captain.
backing it.
No, but look, he had, well, once again.
You the captain.
Yes,
You
I'm
the captain using
of
his
my-
logo on
and
your
but-
ship.
Yep,
Right.
and when I started to do so, he got upset because now there was 2 chefs in the kitchen. I felt that vibration.
Because
I felt the
you become a
vibration.
captain
Because now I become a captain now and I
And
look
that's
like
a
I got
lot.
my own boat. And it's a lot on
A
somebody.
captain to who?
In somebody else's
Juggalos,
company.
You gotta think, if that brand succeeds, that brand is just as big as his actual hip hop situation. And he is the captain because he's actually a juggalo. So
Okay, but wait a minute.
That does make him.
He ain't blocking him from doing that.
But if he not bagging him in the beginning,
He didn't
not
already
bagging
gave him the permission to use the name.
But
This
he not
motherfucker,
bagging. But he not
But
bagging.
wait a minute. He already said it was on his dollar anyway.
Yep.
So once it start getting big, what it just to do then?
Well, to me, it felt. This is
Outside of
emotionally. I
flirting
gotta
with
tell
your
you where
wife.
I was at emotionally, because this is where it comes into play. My emotions, my chakras weren't on. Maybe because I'm not everything I'm doing that I feel like I'm doing a good job. When I go and take it to, it is the captain. It is the guy who's got to kind of like thumbs up it. It was like I was getting like a, you doing this kind of,
Amazing.
and it was fucking with my emotions, dog. Because I'm working hard and I'm not getting the approval that I need.
What?
That
Okay, here
I
you
have.
go.
I have my OCDs. My OCDs. My
Let me
problems.
ask you this.
Yes, sir.
When you say you was working hard, if you working hard, were you mad at the results you were getting yourself? Or you mad because he wasn't helping you get
I was mad because my results didn't match his reactions of my results. I'm like,
So
we
you
should be
was looking-
celebrating, and you're down in the situation.
So here we go back to this again.
Yes.
Remember, you was the bully at first.
Yeah.
Now you done came back because you need a motherfucker. You done bowed down.
Start the fucking
But wait a minute,
drain.
you bowed down, and now your performance ain't up to par with your
So
with
let
your
me- let me-
motherfucking
yeah, you're
alpha
right. You're
stance.
right. And it's a big.
So now, look. What the motherfucker do? Oh, okay. Alright, whatever. This motherfucker, hey. It's whatever.
So does the bully come back in with
Okay,
the
so
wife
this
situation?
is what happens. So
Because
once again,
him flirting with your wife, I know
Yeah.
that's irritating. Because
It
you
irritates-
kept working.
irritating,
But wait a minute,
kept working.
but wait a minute.
I feel-
I'm trying to see how did you ignore that.
Okay, so
Yeah,
this is the thing.
thank
There
you.
was no ignoring it. I thought I was ignoring it, but it was building up. One night,
You were
one night
ignoring it.
I got one night I got drunk. One night I got drunk.
Oh, shit.
There goes the fucking hey.
There goes the fuck me. I know it's coming.
Put the one in the fucking chamber, bro. Spun it, popped it, pulled the trigger. Nothing happened.
Oh,
Pulled the trigger. Nothing happened. I said, "Pah!" I said, "Oh shit!"
You really
I almost
So
just
wait a
killed
minute.
my fucking self. Like,
and this is over.
my ear ringing. I'm
Is
drunk,
this
passed out.
Is it because what's going on in your
Because of-
life, or because
Because of
this
all of it,
motherfucker
because
is
of
so
everything,
important?
because of everything, because it's all supposed to line up. Your hustle, your business, your family, your love, everything. I am in it right now. So all my lines, all my chakras are on point, bro. I know it can be this way, and I knew it could, but it wasn't, and I didn't understand why I was fighting it. I was caring too much about what other people were thinking, and then after that moment, boom. I was still in a weird state of mind. It was weird because Justice, not knowing, asks me to come in the next day for a meeting. Mind you, I literally just did this, so I'm not even in the right state of mind. We go in and he's talking about signing contracts, and as he's talking, we never signed any contracts, but we're talking and I'm just kind of going like, yeah, man, yeah. And trying to explain and be who I am, but I'm like emotional, and then eventually I leave. To me, you know, when you have that camera zone and you're walking and people are just and you're just walking past, that's my day. My day went like that for a week. Go ahead.
So he called you in for a business meeting.
Not even a week. Yep.
To sign some contracts,
yes.
to put some things in play.
Yep.
But you wanted to talk about some personal shit, and you mad because he didn't want to talk about the personal shit?
Even, no.
And you was going through something personal, blaming him not backing you, but now he getting ready to put contracts in play?
Okay, so he was trying to negotiate and set up terms while I wasn't in the right state of mind.
Whose fault is that?
It's my fault. So what I did, and because of that, because of after the pop and after the focus, once I got focused, it took a couple days. Let's say a week, but I think a couple days. I actually called him up and said, hey, we need to have that talk again, because after this, and in between that, my lady told me what was going on.
Did you have the contracts in
So
hand?
doing all of this shit.
So now I'm knowing everything, bro. So not only did I just almost blow my brains out, now my lady's telling me this, and I'm hearing it, but I'm not hearing it. So now I'm focused, and I gotta go back to my lady. Like, what? And she's like, yes, and yes. And so I go, okay, well look, I want to have a meeting with him, because the last meeting I had with him, I wasn't in
Was
mine.
she texting him back during the time?
No communication like that, nothing like that.
Never.
No communication other than the Arizona hip hop.
The two situations. That
The two situations.
And if y'all was.
You got people.
So, no,
Are we taking a break?
I get what he asking is, just those two scenarios with your lady, it wasn't no texting back and forth, him really trying to J down on your lady.
It was
like
almost
that.
harmless without it being
It
not
was
professional.
So it was just you in a moment, you know what I'm saying, like shit ain't going right over here. Was you feeling like he was trying to play you or you know what I'm saying, dismantle you?
Okay, well, now I'm in a different state. I'm in a different state of mind now. So my thought process was this: regardless of what he thought, I just knew that I had to bring my side to it, and then we'll come to another agreement that's me with more coherent. That's all I wanted. But on top of that, I learned about what just happened with my wife, so I put it in my notes. We're gonna talk about that too. So when I met with him, we chopped it up and we talked.
Y'all did actually.
So we actually met, and then we did a thing. He was like, we can do an 80-20. I was like, dude, we can do 70-30. We can do 60-40. I take 60, you take 40. I'll hold majority shareholder of the company, and I'll share with you. Because when you do that, you're in charge. You know what I'm saying, more or less. So of that company, of that brand, he agreed. We have little notes that I wrote that I was taking in. That yes, we did sign to, because it was that brand, and I was with it. We spoke about the thing with my lady. He blew it off in the essence of, he first tried to say he didn't do it. Then I had to be like, so you're calling my lady a liar. She's here in front of your face. And he's like, well, I'm not. It got real weird. We had a whole fucking conversation, video recorded, not on purpose. I didn't do it. My lady just smarter than the average bear man and just hit record and captured the whole hour conversation of him and myself conversing over these terms, over the scenario of him messing and making mistakes.
Did he know y'all was recording?
No, but you don't have to in the state of Arizona. It sucks. I know, it sucks. And so me, we're trying to get over it, and what he ends up basically telling my lady is it's like a halfway apology, and he says, and if I did it, it was because I had the Arizona Hip Hop Festival. I just wasn't in the right state of mind. You know what I mean? And that's what was his excuse. And then he goes on, and then he goes, bro, and then
Bro, he played joke.
But look,
He said yes.
Hey, bro, yes. And even to the fact where he even said, oh, well, you know, I during in the house where we're here now, he goes, I call up John Blaze, everybody, hey, suck my dick, bitch, and we do this back and forth. I'm like, in my brain concept though, in my thought process, I'm like, I get buddying and joking around and shit. But at some point, that's sexual harassment, especially when you do it to a female, bro. You can't do those things. You can't talk that way in a business. Now, if we're going to talk business, then let's talk business. The only reason why we're talking legal business is because it's a legal matter. But look, we're not going to get legal. We're not here to get legal. It wasn't about to get legal. It was about to speak about what happened to avoid it's going to be
Okay,
legal.
so y'all
Now.
So y'all addressed it.
So we
and
addressed
he blew it off.
He blew it off.
But then halfway apologized.
And
he's still willing to work with you.
So time moves on. My lady doesn't want to pull up to things no more. I'm less around. I told you just recently that I told my basic lady this. I know the situation. I feel in the shittiest way because I want to move forward my career. I love you. I'm not picking them. I pick you over the music, but do I really have to stop? And she's like, no, I'm woman enough to say, continue doing the music. I just won't be there. And if I'm there, I don't want to be there for long, which is no problem. Which is no problem. So I did so. I moved on. I went to go see the guys, the R.T.W guys. I even told them, hey man, I'm gonna make more effort to come around. You know, I didn't tell them the situation. I just told them I was gonna be more around. I'm feeling like I'm doing the most. I even seen Justice on a couple of occasions where he was like, to what do we owe this honor? As if I'm not supposed to be there, or he just doesn't see me.
You don't see you.
You don't see me a lot. Okay. Right. And so I'm just like, bro, I'm coming back. I'm feeling weird too because the situation's been weird, but we're just trying to work with it.
But why is it weird?
It's weird because, bro, my brain, especially at that point, I want to go back to being that bully, but I'm holding my content, and I'm trying not to let my emotions decide my actions, but they are, bro. They're still
your emotions decide a lot of your actions. It seems like, and depending on which emotional state you're in, seems like what decision you're going to make.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that's not somebody else's problem.
No, it's all mine. It's everything that I've done has been all my doing, even to the point where I feel like I've created my own problems.
And to say somebody sexually harassed. And it was like a slight little comment that was made.
You can't slight. Okay, if it's enough to
and
make a person feel awkward. And you addressed it in the room. Hey, if it's enough to make a person feel awkward.
And you walked away, and you still willing to do business. That's like.
But that's me. That's not her. Her awkwardness and her feeling felt so weird. She still didn't want to come around.
So wait a minute.
Okay,
wait a minute. That again is a personal situation because Justice not doing business with you and your lady.
But my lady was a co-worker at the show, and she no longer wanted to pull up, and it hurt. It hurt our show.
Okay, wait a minute. Here we go again. That's not the business contract he laid between.
But I'm paying money to be.
That's your wife, and you bringing this.
Yeah. So that's my wife. Fuck this contract, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You allow a nigga to flirt?
Wait a minute. Fuck this contract. You hear what I'm saying? Ain't no allow a nigga to flirt. If I feel like my girl offended, I'm on your ass. Yeah. Ain't no business like that, bro. So that's a personal choice.
And should I handle it that way? I think that's an option. I think your option is a way you would have did it, but that's not me, and that's not how I wanted to address
that. That ain't even, bro.
Okay, because like you said, you put yourself in a situation where you had to choose.
Hell yes.
So that's go back to my original question.
Yep.
How important is justice to you?
Okay, so I feel now, other than just letting the history be done.
At that time?
No, even to now. That's all it is. It's just me dropping the facts on why I'm no longer associated with R.T.W. It's because the dude couldn't keep his mind in business form, be honest.
Understandable.
He created an awkward situation where I can no longer conduct business over there properly the way I was doing it because of that situation. I lost out of my show. Just like if you lost your boy, you're one less man on the show.
Wait a minute. How did you lose your show if he presented you with a contract?
There was no presented contracts. I've never signed a contract. That's the thing. And everything is word is bond. And all I'm saying is the bond, the contract that's been broken is street code contract that he did.
But you said he invited you.
And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about real shit.
Exactly.
So to me, I feel like did I do something? I knew I was never gonna sign nothing. No, I'm never gonna sign nothing, bro. You're not gonna make me sign nothing, but I'll work with you. And this is my signature. And this is how much I feel about the situation, and that's how I approached it. Did I ever kind of have that in me and make certain things a certain way or demand a certain? Hell yeah, bro. I'm not gonna sign, bro, but we're gonna work together.
I get it. You looked at the time and history of y'all being around each other like we gonna work more. Well, I'm gonna take what I got. Business brothers type of shit. You know this, my wife. You shouldn't even be crossing that line. You know what I mean?
It shouldn't.
I understand where you stand at on that shit. So when you made that choice to leave.
It wasn't even okay. I didn't make the choice to leave. So understand all this.
That's what I'm saying right there.
I was doing good, bro. We try to fix it and we're moving on to do better.
So what happened?
Okay. I'm trying to be with the guys, hang out, pop up, seeing the dude. Then we actually went to their last show to show support. I even got Kiana to come out to the show to show support.
Like, fuck
They're
that
just
shit,
like,
that
fuck
shit,
it,
we
come
blowing that
on, we're
shit
just
out,
blowing it
that
off.
was
Let's just do
dumbass
it. Let's move, come on.
homie, we
And she's like, baby, I'm got your back and I'm with you if you want to go. Obviously, I don't want to stay out too long at work, blah, 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 cool. We get to the show and we're having a good time. Apparently, they're sitting on this fucking rail, and the dude kind of just got to grab the rail and make himself known and make noise and look at me, and then, hey, how's it going, and hi. And she just made her feel awkward, bro. She didn't want to be there after that.
Did y'all feel
She-
like that? Like, was it more like alpha, nigga, what's happening? Or was he just happy to see you, man?
Well, like I said, like, even she, the way she said it, and the way even my daughter standing there, he tried to make himself a no.
Yeah, nigga, I'm here.
Yeah.
What's happening, nigga?
What's happening?
No, he's very not mean, just more like, hey, how's it going? But obviously, when he grabbed it just to get her attention, she felt awkward. We felt awkward. We got our last drink, and we basically left. Later that week or the following week, that's when I get that text that everybody saw, which was him texting me, telling me, hey, I no longer see, plans and have a future for this. It's all in the text, bro, that I have posted. And it's just basically him giving up. He gave up.
Social media.
He gave up. He said, I no longer want to do this. And I told him, well, then I'm going to take my R.T.W and I'm going to move on and do my own thing. Thank you, and right on. Then I dropped the live. My live was saying, the vest you see me wearing with the patch, and the chain that looks like the patch.
So he didn't care about you moving on with that.
But apparently he did, because as I took it off and I put on my new vest with the new logo that we created, because remember, once he asked me to change the logo, it's already different. It didn't look like the old brand. Yes, we still had the Respect the Wicked Underground name, but he said he didn't want it no more. And I'm going to go ahead and move on. I didn't stop. You stopped. And even then, I'm the kind of guy like this. Even if you had stopped, check this out, if I blew $1 million, bro, 60-40, bro, 70-30, whatever we did, I did it, bro. You didn't believe in it, I did it. But here we go. That's who I am. Word is bond. That's who the fuck I am. If you ever know me, that's just how it goes, bro.
You stopped, but I got this.
But I kept it going, and that's my thought process is where I was at. And I explained to them, we're no longer affiliated. I love all my boys. I love the team. You'll see me at shows.
What's the problem with you taking
Well,
his name?
that's the thing. He said and sent me a text, which everything went out. That's not how I meant it. Well, I'm gonna express something. As soon as you let go, you no longer have say-so on anything that I do now. You dropped it. And coming back and telling me that's how I meant it doesn't matter to me. I can continue on any way I want. And even then, without you even understanding it, I told you I was going to give you your part anyway.
What do you mean by that's not how he meant it?
What did he mean? Exactly. The way he started talking to me was very disrespectful, and especially like a grown man. You don't talk to a grown man.
After that?
Well, it's all in the text. I can't speak verbatim because I really didn't follow through the text. And I didn't take the text as serious. I didn't take the text serious in the essence of I was polite. I kept being polite. I kept sending the olive branch, and I said, look, bro. Actually, after he did that, there was this post. I posted up, or he posted up something, and he made a post where he put a small portion of the text. You know how they just try to bleep out or whatever. And I said, oh no, we're not doing this today.
Now this is where I started.
Here goes all the text, and this is where it started from. He gave up Respect the Wicked Underground. I didn't say I gave up. And I told him to continue to move on. He saw the live, had a disagreement with it. To me, it doesn't matter. I don't care. But hey, you want to be rude about it? I wear my fake chain, and I'm a fan, and all these things that he was saying, bro. And I'm like, now you're being disrespectful. And I told him, look, bro.
And you ain't pull up on him?
Oh, well, no. All I told him was this, and even in the text, bro. You basically didn't want it. I'm over here to do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
So you basically still keeping it peaceful.
Look, I'm trying to keep it peaceful. Take the olive branch before I tell it. Hey, bro. Take the olive branch before I tell everybody what I just told everybody today on how and why. Because the reason why I bring it up is this. He tried to say, and the reasons that we're not there is because I do faulty business. Now, anybody who knows me knows I do no faulty business, and he didn't say what faulty business was done.
This is when y'all got social media.
Yeah, and the things that I'm acknowledging, because everything he said about me, there's no facts or no proof or nothing about it in the streets. You gotta have paperwork. You can't start screaming shit.
Oh, wait a minute, stop. Stop.
Yeah.
Boy, if I was a lawyer, this is a courtroom, you would go to jail right now. Because say the paperwork.
Yeah.
You did all this shit with no paperwork, but now you saying you gotta have paperwork, bro.
But he's saying if they did,
and then Justice tried to put paperwork in front of him. But because of what was going on with his girl and what was going on with him,
and we signed on notes. We signed on an agreement.
Notes,
notes,
not actual.
not paperwork. And even then, I just told you, I've always said I was gonna still agree to it. Even when I just told you, he said I'm gone. In my thought process, I'm like, you ain't went nowhere.
I'm gonna do the whole.
You ain't went nowhere.
So basically, you was gonna do a sub label company. And he said, "No, I don't want to help you."
I don't know. He said, "I don't even want your name that way because it's our name, our brand," which he has fine. He has rights to. Check this out. This is what I'm going to express to you and everyone else. I was already going to change this before Justice came at me. The reason why I said I was sticking around was to create hype when I changed it. And he got in my face and got mad about something that I was already going to change. So the new logo and the new name that you saw, that's what it was going to be already.
So where did the disrespect come from?
Where did the disrespect come from? It's from him. Everything that he's done is disrespectful. From the moment that he sent that text,
all the way
because bro, when you break up with someone or you let someone from your label, you send them a text message.
break up.
Exactly. Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's all gay. It's gay, no homo though, bro. Like, it's like that, bro. It was a fucking relationship. And the dude showed me no respect.
Bro.
You come see me and tell me, hey, look, it didn't work out, my dude.
We
good though. That's not how it went down. So if he wanted to send me a message and end it off that note on text message, I can end it on a line and I can do what I gotta do.
Text, huh?
Bro, he said after the fact, because I already knew that he was basically hooked on the fact that he wanted to keep this label that I was already gonna change. I was already going to the trademark store changing it.
He's keeping a Juggalo label?
No, because
so he just cut off.
No,
he cut off y'all business relationship. Said he was gonna move on, and then what happened in text messages?
Well, you gotta read them, but they're probably not there. But you can read them after the show, and it basically is just.
So it sounds like he came at your girl. Your girl feels some type of way, and now you feel you can't deal business with him because your girl feels some type of way.
He had to feel awkward. He cut it off. He probably felt awkward for doing what he did.
No, bro, based on your story, what you said was it was cool. Y'all was moving on until until he came up and rattled the gate, made his little entrance, made her feel uncomfortable. This is what you said.
No, this is after the fact. This is why we were no longer on the team. That he sent the message to disassociate. She made him feel weird because she at that point let him know off her vibe. I feel weird around you, without saying it. The hug is like an awkward hug for her.
It's a lot of people.
You know, can you ever hug somebody and they're not into it? You feel what I'm saying? You can tell, bro. Emotions, vibes, variations.
Well, that's different
from with the text message.
No, the text message. This came after the fact. This came after the shaking the hus. After.
Why he sent you a cease and
Why? Because I said on the message on the fly, which I was just pulling some strings at that point. At this point, because the way he's talking to me. I'm already taking his social media and playing the situation. I'm making moves. That's all it is. That's all I did is started to troll the situation because by this point, I didn't even care. I really didn't. I already knew I was going to change the name. I already knew I was going to change the logo. And if you listen and read the text messages, he says, I don't care what you name it, just change the logo and the name. That was his complaints or issues. So I did it. Look,
where the cease and
desist came from because it was prior to that because he believed, because I said I was, going to continue on with the old brand.
They started seeing you push it.
Yeah. Well, of course. They saw that I was going to continue on, and I believe he's already going to try to do something.
It look like it was worth some money after that, which it is.
Whatever it is. But to me, all I ended up doing is trolling everybody that's watching, and I got you guys to know that my logo and my brand has changed. I haven't changed. I'm no longer working with R.T.W. And to be honest, hey, there are people out there that have that same story as me with the female situation, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Time out, slow down. We got to update these people because Mama V, McAdoo, what's happening? They said put some respect on his name. His thing is cracking.
Yeah.
His shit over here going crazy. It's all type. I've been seeing that motherfucker go up and down. Listen. So basically, Justice flirted with his wife a little bit. Not too bad. They didn't keep.
Nah. It wasn't.
You can't even say flirted, bro.
It wasn't nothing that. I know he has a dick. I know he's a dude.
His girl and him felt uncomfortable with that. But she did. But he blew it off. They both blew it off because he said they was gonna continue to work on the situation. continue to work with him.
Yep.
They continue to work with him. Justice decided this shit ain't making no money. I'm gonna speak
That's
to y'all
what he said. That's what he said.
in the hood form. Me and Floyd gonna tell y'all in the hood form. For basically, he said this shit ain't making no money.
For him.
We gonna do some other shit. You go ahead, do whatever you do. Basically, I don't care.
Just don't put my logo and
Just
name
don't put
on
my logo and name on it. Else, I see you. He got on there. I did a live. You started trolling. Now,
At this point, I'm trolling.
Now the bully's back.
Yep.
You started trolling.
Yep.
You changed your jacket.
That ain't the bully. That's
You
the
changed
troll.
your jacket.
Yeah,
you threw another jacket on.
Yep.
You started trolling heavy now.
Yep.
He sends you a cease and
Yeah, which was perfect.
about the name.
Yeah. So, and to me, all I did was allow situations to escalate. Now, look,
So
once he said cease and desist, he brought legal matters into the
legally
situation.
handled business the right way.
Yeah. So listen. So I allowed him to bring legal matters into the situation, and as soon as he said cease and desist, I explained to him about the legal matter that I just told you about, which is not even really a legal matter in the essence of it can be, but it isn't.
Right.
But it can be, and I told him it could be. I was like, look, dude, don't do that. We might do this. And I was hoping, and I was just playing him, trolling again, and he just continued
Now, this
on.
was all on
It was all
social
live, and he just continued
It's all
on.
on
Hey,
social
then he got into the disrespectful. Then he got into all, and you know what, bro? To me, it's what I needed. It's what I wanted. Because check this out, I was already gonna change my name and brand, and would anybody even care right now? Do you guys? Yeah, you guys still don't care, but you guys know about it, right? All you guys know about that, the Respect the Wicked, the Juggalo Thuggalo that was on R.T.W, changed his logo, his brand, and he's no longer, and he dropped a diss track that was dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I showed
That's
you that
coming
lyrically, come fuck with me and my brand and what I'm doing, because we got dope ass beats, dope ass lyrics, we dope ass homies. We're gonna do some dope ass music. We're gonna really support AZ like we do. And I don't care.
Now, what if Justice pull up on your ass for this sexual harassment shit you saying? That's demeaning.
That's real. It is, but it's true.
That's
You want the truth? No, you
demeaning
asked
and
me why, but
bro.
you asked me why we're not here. Why am I no longer on R.T.W? Did you ask me that?
Right.
And I told you why. Because he couldn't keep his dick in his brain on music, and he allowed a situation to make our business awkward to where it ended.
He didn't fuck your girl,
Hey, bro, but my lady felt awkward, and you know what? Hey,
Alright, so did you step away from the whole situation?
Hey, bro, I tried to. I tried to.
Because you said
Look,
you're going back,
Look, bro. The only way I can do it is what
And
I
then
did,
now
which was
you saying the reason-
legally.
Wait a minute, and now-
And look, hey, all I try to do is either make it work or it wasn't. I made my presence known and said I
How
was
long
going to
from
work.
the time that you found out and y'all had that meeting did you stay with R.T.W?
Yeah, it just fairly recently ended.
So it was just
Like,
after the meeting, it was like fuck it.
after the meeting, we tried to work it, but at the time, you know, you're supposed to give time. You're supposed to give things time, bro.
Gave it a time.
We gave it the time,
Okay,
and it really.
Maybe it wasn't what it was.
And it said, hey, bro, do I still?
Alright,
She
bro.
still feel awkward.
But you
still feel awkward.
So now that she feel awkward, you like fuck it. I gotta bag that shit up because
Hey, we gotta do something else. I can't. No. Well, look, hey, check this out. I'm running my own shit, and anything I do is me. Can my lady be there? Yeah. Is people gonna be around me or anything that I don't like doing some shit like that? Fuck it, I gotta take control. I gotta do everything for my lady, for us, for the respect, so we can continue doing what
I
we do.
understand you and your bag about your lady, and you feel like man, you gotta take care
Hell
of that
yeah.
shit.
Hey, I got stabbed in the back for my
If
lady,
you
bro, if
seen-
you watch my show.
I'm gonna play your diss track, but if you seen Justice
Yeah.
right now face to face,
Yeah.
what would situation be?
It's all game on him. I ain't no punk, but at the same time, I ain't got no beef with the dude.
Was it rumored?
He's the one who has a problem.
Was it rumored?
Hey,
He's the one who can be mad because he got trolled. He's the one who can be mad because he got trolled.
bro.
Is it
He's the
true
one who
that
can be mad he got trolled, and then he sent me. The reason why that it came out the way it came out
There's
is
a
because.
level of trolling.
Hey, bro, there's a level of trolling.
When you
Hey,
start
but look,
talking about
you
so
want
no
to fight.
slandering on me. So
Yeah.
no slander on me. Oh, but it wasn't that type of slander. Fuck out of here, man. Slander is slander, bro. When you tell people that I do a shady business and my ethics are bad, and when it's not true, that's slander.
And then you
And
go
he
another
started the slandering. So don't say nothing when I do something that you do, but I do it better. Don't do that because
No,
you
you
did it
do-
first.
you
I
doing
only
it-
reacted off of your reaction, but
You
I made
react-
sure that my reactions were calculated. That's all I did.
So here I'm gonna go ask this
Yes, sir.
question one
You
more
ask
time.
awesome questions.
Hey, why is justice so important to you?
He ain't. This was the end of it. This was just the diss, and we're over. And come check out R.T.W. Check out
Wait
Respect
a
the
minute,
Wicked.
but check this out. Alright. If me and you beefing, me and you doing some business and you ain't performing, I say, you know what? Let's let it go. And then you come back talking about some, man, you did this with my girl, and I'm like, man, you know what? I had a lot going on. I apologize. You know what? No big
deal. The way it went down as it did.
And you know what I'm saying?
I explained it why it went the way it went.
Okay, but listen. I'm telling you how I would think about this,
yes,
and
sir.
I'm pretty sure there's some other people that's thinking this at the same time. Like. This
I turned a shit
like
situation into a fucking great opportunity for me is all I did. I turned a shit situation.
I think it's the opposite.
They say if you feel like that, you need to press them.
Yeah, but that's why I stepped to the community. You want to know.
I was getting to that.
My pressing isn't in two different ways.
I was getting to that.
One.
Now this whole show, because you know what I'm saying, was about there's something going on. You need to know what's popping, what's happening, woo. Now what he's saying is this a marketing scheme, part of his plan to get his music out there.
It turned into one. That's not how it started.
Some of the shit that you put out here in the streets about a motherfucker name can get you, now what if Justice feels some type of way
for doing what you're doing? For your actions being out there. Hey, bro, don't be doing shit. Don't be doing that shit.
Facts. He said these are facts.
Facts, bro.
But he just explained the type of facts, and when you listening to that type of facts, bro, that is not sexual harassment where we come from, bro.
Hey, bro.
Now you putting that out there on social media.
So you taking it to the streets, or we back in the court? Because in the court, it's different.
Either or.
I'm just saying, and I didn't bring up legal matters, until legal matters were brought upon me.
We ain't lawyers.
But wait a minute. But listen, even the legal matter that he brought up, the man handled it the right way. Sent him a cease and desist about the name and the logo.
Yep, he did that right.
Stop doing that. But now,
he changed it. So when he changed it, why?
That was the moment of marketing scheming.
Why would Justice start trolling now?
It ain't. No, he just said he started trolling this man to get the attention to market what he was doing. You gotta listen to what he was saying.
Did it work?
He got the attention, but now what you put out there
is the truth. It's facts.
Hey,
and if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you the same. If you ask me, I'm gonna tell you the same.
I don't care if they big or it's we doubt your facts or not. You believe they true. Like they said,
if we had this conversation, one-on-one without this, I would tell you the same thing. The fact is you guys put this in front of me and wanted to hear that story. Right. That's what happened. Right. So I gave you guys that story, the truth. Facts. And I told you my side of it. Now, if he wants to have an interview and put himself on and talk about it, by all means, make sure you throw in facts. Check out R.T.W. Check out Thuggalo.com. If you haven't hit up UGH contest with an S.BigCartel.com, do so. Check out my Patreon, Thuggalo Experience, Thuggalo XP. It's where I'm bringing all this shit and talking about this. It's about my rise and how I fucking got everybody. I got everybody to look at me and know that I'm the fucking dope, wicked Arizona artist in this motherfucker. And I was on that team. I'm not. I ain't got no fucking hate for them, but I'm gonna do my damn thing for damn sure.
Was it a rumor about y'all supposed to be getting in the ring?
Nah, probably people talked about it. You think you want some?
Would you do it?
Hell yeah, dog.
Would you do it?
Hell yeah. Celebrity fighting. Come on, we can hug afterwards.
That's not sexual ass where I'm from. Where are you from?
Where are you from? Bro, he was talking streets, but he went from the streets to the court.
Like I say, if we gave if me and Floyd and set it up, would y'all do that? Would y'all get in the ring?
I don't even think Justice will respond to that.
I can't say no because you're pulling my card. High school all over again. But if you want to fucking make it sanctioned, let's have a good time. Let's make it for a good cause. I'm not scared.
Because no matter what,
dope ass artist that got a plan for how he's about to put his music out there. This was one of his moves to do that.
Works.
And what's his name? Taco. That's what I say. That wasn't a sexual harassment because if it was, my man would have really took that to heart and probably should have put them paws on him about his lady.
And that's what I feel right now. I think his old lady kind of probably either
fueled the situation,
fueled it, and impressed the issue to where he was like, man, listen,
this nigga
I was gonna let this shit pass.
This nigga love his lady, but when it's your lady, you gotta do something.
Flip that cover off. Fuck it.
Have you seen her?
Give me my life. Put the vest on that nigga when he bought a new logo.
So wait a minute. So listen to what he just said. Have you seen her?
I need to see it. Show me.
You don't see what she does to me?
Show me a picture, bro.
Man,
I levitate.
Show me
She got me feeling good. Good vibrations.
I always said this when I first got down here. You could take a nigga money down here. You could stop a nigga business, but don't fuck with his girlfriend.
You better not fuck with no nigga out here.
This is proof. Yeah. This is proof.
Y'all want to hear the diss track?
Y'all want to hear the track?
And we gotta play it. I gotta hear it.
I want to hear it.
I ain't heard it.
Turn them up.
All right.
We gonna play this diss track. I want to know. Shout out to DJ Intrinzik.
History.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You are about to hear is factual. No names have been changed. No stories have been modified. Everything you are about to hear is facts. I'm not your homie. You do not know me. Respect is earned, not given. Like with credit and my money. Got you speaking out of pocket, acting tougher on your pony. What the fuck you gonna do? Running on the popo. You keep on talking. The life is well. That's it, been up there, and he's scared that I'm gonna tell.
Hold on. Yeah, I got to
scared in my town.
Hey,
Everything we just talked about, you're listening to the radio show.
This is. I gotta play that back because this nigga. Wait a minute. You going at Justice?
Yeah.
Anybody else on
No.
there?
No.
Just Justice.
Yeah, I was a direct hit.
Justice. After I play this track, you know what you got, man.
Yeah.
You know it's 24 hours. I want to know if you're gonna respond.
This is not a test.
Please be advised. Everything you are about to hear is factual. No names have been changed. No stories have been modified. Everything you are about to hear is facts. I'm not your homie. You do not know me. Respect is earned, not given. Like with credit and my money. Got you speaking out of pocket, acting tougher on your pony. What the fuck you gonna do? Running on the popo. You keep on talking. Life is well. Justice been a bad boy and he's scared that I'm gon' tell. While everybody been no danger scary in my town. Watch me knock him off his high horse, man, my way get underground. Taking shots like I'm Kobe, DieNasty favorite should know me. Always smoking a blunt, so ninja favorite should know me. Slicing dice like a ninja, I'm animated to Nami. I built my brands from the ground, what makes him think he can stop? Screaming cease in the sick, my music's making him sick. Conditions highly infectious, like that shit on his neck. Don't wanna see this get ugly, go stupid, dumb or get nutty. Just stay the fuck out my way, I'm not your fan or your buddy. Don't need your class, but I'll take it. Have you crying and shaking, like you woke from your dreams. From all this noise that I'm making. With my checks, with your check, I'll catch you out on the mic. I put the people up on things that kind I know you won't like. They soak me up like a sponge, I'm overflowing so saucy. Best be keeping some right, or you'll be screaming who shot me. Cover red like a talkie, for this shit you keep talking. What goes around, it comes around, so watch where you walking. You act like a hot, bring it straight to your house. Wait, what's wrong with your wife? You needed something that's hot. Keep this 100, you've been a bitch from the get. When you stepped on my toes, I made you clean up the mess. Remember that I catered the gun for Chuck and looked at the club. Since 2003, I never showed you no love until I turned a new leaf and let you roll with this stuff. Try to roll up on me, you get it smoked like a blunt. I put the words to a beat, so unique and so eloquent. That's the talent you lack, that's why your music's not relevant. Busting gas on a track, I've been a killer since birth. Invested time in my craft, that's how I value my work. Pay me mine or I'll take it, don't wanna play with my bacon. Never paid me no mind, I would've shared what I'm making. Best for the wizard, he gave up early too soon. I was aiming for stars, but landing us on the moon. On the dark side of town, that's where the wicked get down. Where they float to the top, when they be feeling my sound. A killer clown and I'm it, I'm on the hustle that day. UGA got my back, like my homies still crazy. Facts.
I don't know what to say, Floyd.
The track go hard, but
The track go hard.
the track go hard as hell. You can flow. You got some talent.
I wasn't asking for everybody to like it. I was asking for everybody to know about it.
He like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
But you said some shit in that track though that we should probably listen to the track before we got into the questions. Cause I got some
they
more
correlated like a motherfucker though if you paid attention.
I got some more questions.
Go ahead. Yeah, this hot seat.
So
This the hot seat.
So,
now.
alright.
Woo!
So you call that man 12, bro?
Yeah. No, I said acting like you 12.
He said keep on
It's a double, triple entendre because a 12-year-old acting like a 12-year-old kid. You acting like you want to call the cops. You talking legal stuff now. Now you a cop? You know?
Okay.
Like, come on now. Yeah. Go ahead and ask me if my lip. The shit on his lip? Hey, bro, I'm just saying something funny.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Let me say something that get everybody to laugh.
Cause I'll sit that motherfucker. He roasted the shit out that motherfucker.
What else we got, man?
Okay,
Fire.
that was a good one. That was the next one I was going to
shit on his
man, you call it.
like
What you
it,
mean by his wife, bro?
Okay, so that's what the whole point. Remember, it's like I touched on the scenario of him trying to mess with my lady. But I'm bringing it straight to your gossip. Boy, what's wrong with your wife? You need something that's hotter? You need my lady? She's hotter.
Damn, nigga, you got it.
But
in my mind,
he said,
man,
wait a minute. I was going back to that in the interview. You said, hey, he said him and his lady, you know what I'm saying, could.
But if he your brother, if he your brother, I don't think. Yeah, you know you out of pocket if he acts like, damn, I thought y'all broke up, man. My lady was gonna take you to the crib.
Or you not motherfuckers joking like that.
Did I look at it? Did it change our relationship? Did it change our relationship? Yeah. When I heard it.
But wait a
Then
minute.
what happened is you gotta understand. We do now. If we'd have heard it, so we heard it, we gonna go in. This shit happened and she don't want to fuck up the business relationship, so she don't tell him. And he got his homie coming out there telling him,
Wait a minute.
Just said that for real. He like, well, nah, I ain't here. And now you laying in the bed with her, she rubbing on your little thing, and yeah, so I really don't feel calm. That nigga say, you know what? Fuck it, I'm on. I liked this personally. The shit's funny.
Yeah, I told you the music is
nice.
fire. The lyrics and
Justice,
all that.
If I was you did send a cease and desist letter out. You did do that. You held the business. I respect you on doing the business, but come on, man. Y'all been knowing each other 10 years. Y'all could have did that way better than that, man. I think y'all can handle that better than that. It shouldn't be all of that. But he dropped the diss track, so that means you either gonna respond or you ain't.
I think I did the right
I'm
thing.
gonna give. If I was Justice, I don't even respond to that because I've already put the cease and desist out there. Now you keep up this bullshit, keep running my name
out there.
You ever pull up on my name because you talking about a motherfucker.
You ever been in a win-win situation?
Yeah.
You gonna get it if you do, you gonna get it if you don't. Either way, I'm in. Look, either way, look, he can respond. He can respond. If you don't respond, if you don't respond, how cool does that make me look?
Like a motherfucker.
Think about it. If we're calling you out, you don't respond. How cool does it make me look to call you out, drop a diss track? It's dope. You don't respond.
I think he is the first nigga to drop a diss track on Justice.
Nah, there's a few out there. He's responded. And he's responded on the last one was Stoner Jordan. He's dropped so many.
Come on, man. That's Stoner Jordan, though.
It don't, but like I said, I did it my way.
I don't know who Stoner Jordan is.
Look him up,
You know who DieNasty the Mexican Thuggalo is.
Every show.
I know who you are now.
Yeah.
The music that I just heard. I was just like
they say why he go crazy on him like that though?
Because he asked for it and I asked him to stop, and the text messages, if you see everything, I asked him and let him know that he had every opportunity to not take it to this next step. He started bringing legal. He did this. He did this. All I did was meet him on it and fucking beat him at it because I'm the best at what I do. I am the best at what I am, and what I say, I put it down.
Plug your people, man. Plug your people. What you got coming up, man?
Right now, I told you I got my Thuggalo experience I'm doing, which is basically the breakdown of my history, bringing you up to par, basically to where I'm at right now.
Who funding that? You funding it?
Hey man, I do everything. I'm self-sufficient. I've been doing this for over 15 plus years. I have my own studio. I'm a certified audio engineer. I went to college for that. I got a studio, full-on studio in my garage that I built with my kids and everything. Our own labor, saved a whole bunch of money. Same thing with the studio upstairs. We got a video editing studio with Media Machine. We're just killing it. Everything's in-house. We're self-sufficient, so you're going to see a lot of stuff. The quality of the video and the lyric video you saw, I made that. I don't need nobody to make anything or do anything for me no more because I learned it all myself. But if people want to work with me and we want to collaborate, I've been doing that like crazy. And that's why I feel like, my next track I'm doing out is in Russia, yo. So, yeah. Russia. Like, I'm going after the world, Craig. The fucking world.
And what's the name of the label now?
The label name is Respect the Wicked. That's it.
Hey, there's no legal grounds over it. And
He fired.
I said cease and desist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, he said cease and desist on that other company, on that other business that we had. That I built this one brand new from the ground, and I'm doing it all my goddamn self.
He ain't gonna irritate. It has to bubble for it to irritate. Otherwise, it's just gonna be like, my little
I thought
brother.
y'all said y'all had the fucking pot boiling. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Isn't this Coffee Wit Network? Come on now, we bubbling.
Look. So it sounds like I tried to help little bro out. Little bro mad at me right now because I shot a shot at his bro. You know what I'm saying? He a little. You know, he a little hurt right here. He ain't want to fight, you know what I'm saying, because he a good dude, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, he ain't quite got the business aspect of it that I need him to get on the level that I'm doing it. So he gonna go do his own thing. Oh, he mad right now. He reaching. He reaching.
Hey, call it. I feel
But he did say, Legacy Uno. He said, if justice take it, they'll do the ring. They'll go in the ring.
Yeah. Or if he wants to go music, we can do music. But I'm done, to be honest.
He said he's done with the situation.
Like I said, he never got to know me enough to hit me where it hurts. And to be honest, all he can cut me off, whatever. All he can do.
I can hear it, bro.
I've already said,
real
I've already looked.
Pain in
that shit. I've already got my own genre and I've already got my own path.
Because you know what it sounds like? It go back to that moment. It go back to that moment when they was in the car. You gave him my idea, and now that idea flourished a little bit, but it didn't quite work, and Justice still doing this thing.
He responds at a diss track.
All I can do is respond in a diss track. What do you want me to do? Go down there and be
you know what he
again,
gonna do?
all over it? Come on, dog. No. But I would hit him back if it felt that it was needed. To me, bro, handle your business, dog.
What does Justice responding do for Justice's brand?
Nothing. Win-win. What does it do if he does it?
No, I'm
saying
He
too.
do if he don't.
He do if he don't. Hey, I'm a badass for doing it. I'm one of the first ones who did it, and you didn't do a damn thing about it, or you gonna do something about it and make more noise.
You didn't say
you gonna make more noise.
You just said there's some other people that did it. Stoner Jordan. Who else you say?
And they didn't do it right. Check this out. I got another track.
But they did it.
I got another track that's inspired by but not about, coming out on my birthday, March 30th.
So
Check it out.
I
got another one. Woo! What could he be saying now? We gonna have him bubbling. Did we say we bubbling?
Yeah, we bubbling.
Let's get it. Hot Sahashi, right?
I told you, I'll let you go. Let you go.
Yeah.
Listen, he has survived too. He brought a nice diss track. He let y'all know why it's a diss track. I'm just a messenger. I'm not here to speak for. Hey, listen, Justin. If you want to come speak, you can even call in. Whatever the case, you can take the.
Oh shit! I'm having a grandchild. My daughter's at 3 centimeters. So I'm gonna have to go, you guys.
Oh, he having a grandchild.
I'm taking off, man.
He gotta get out of here.
No.
We gon'. Hey, don't leave your phone.
No, I know. I gotta go. All right, I'm coming. Love you guys.
Right,
Shouts out.
Have a good
Coffee Wit Network, man. Y'all tune in. Go watch it if you missed it.
That's right.
All right.
Love you, baby.
All right, man.
But my baby, I told you, my lady, I'm on. Gone. Fuck with me.
You having a baby?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, you pregnant?
All right, y'all.
Shit. You want to hear it again? I got you.
Target acquired.
Respect the wicked.
This is not a test.
Please be advised. Everything you are about to hear is factual. No names have been changed. No stories have been modified. Everything you are about to hear is facts. I'm not your homie. You do not know me. Respect is earned, not given, like with credit and my money. Heard you speaking out of pocket, acting tough for all your cronies. What the fuck you gonna do? Running cold the popos on me? You keep on talking like you're 12. Justice been a bad boy and he's scared that I'm gon' tell. While everybody been no, they just scary in my town. Watch me knock him off his high horse with my wicked underground. Taking shots like I'm Kobe, DieNasty famous, you know me. always smoking a blunt, so I can fade like Shinobi. Slice and dice like a ninja, I'm animated to Nami. I built my brands from the ground, what makes him think he could stop me? Screaming cease and desist, my music's making him sick. Conditions highly infectious, like that shit on his lip. Don't wanna see this get ugly, go stupid, dumb, or get nutty. Then stay the fuck out my way, I'm not your fan or your buddy. Don't need your clout, but I'll take it. Have you crying and shaking, like you woke from your dreams, from all this noise that I'm making. Writing checks with your text, I'll cash you out on the mic. I put the people up on game the kind I know you won't like. They soak me up like a sponge, I'm overflowing so saucy. Best we keep this on wax, or you'll be screaming who shot me. Cover red like a talkie, oh the shit you be talking. What goes around, it comes around, so watch where you walking. You quack like a hassa, bring this straight to your casa. Boy, what's wrong with your wife? You needed something that's hotter. Kid, let's keep this 100, you been a bitch from the get. When you stepped on my toes, I made you clean up the mess. You will not cater to thugs or juggalos at the club. Since 2003, I never showed you no love until I turned a new leaf and let you roll with this stuff. Try to roll up on me, you getting smoked like a blunt. I put the words to a beat, so unique and so eloquent. That's the talent you lack, that's why your music's not relevant. Busting gas on a track, I've been a killer since birth. Invested time in my craft, that's how I value my worth. Pay me mine or I'll take it, don't wanna play with my bacon. Had you paid me no mind, I would've shared what I'm making. On our quest for the wizard, you gave up early too soon. I was aiming for stars, but landed us on the moon. On the dark side of town, that's where the wicked get down. Where they float to the top,